Sometimes you gotta deal with the elements. Hey everyone, thank you for clicking to watch. I'm Brit and I will be talking about all the must-haves that you must have while you're pregnant. And before I get into this video, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you can always be updated on everything that I upload on my YouTube channel. Alright, so let's get into this video. Now, the first thing that you must have while you're pregnant is water. Yes, water. Water is a must-have while you're pregnant because, for one, you're always extremely thirsty while you're pregnant. I mean, the thirst is real. Let me just say that. The thirst is real. And it's definitely important to always have water with you. I always make sure I have a bottle of water with me all the time because I just get thirsty so often throughout the day. It's ridiculous. I wake up in the morning, I need a drink of water. I take my kids to school, I need a drink of water. I'm driving, I need a drink of water. It's just, water needs to be there 24/7 or it's going to be a problem. And plus, I've learned that when I don't drink enough water throughout the day, I have a lot of like stomach pains and aches, and of course, you know, when you don't drink enough water, your skin starts to do some funny things. So definitely a must have water. It's very important. The most number one thing that you just gotta have all the time is water. While we're on the topic of drinking, the next important thing is to have is ginger. According to studies and research, ginger is like the best thing to help with nausea. And when I say that is the most truest thing ever, it is very true, because during my first trimester, my first 3 months, I was completely nauseated. Like, I would get up in the morning and it felt like I would have a hangover. I would be laying off the side of the bed like, what is going on? And it's crazy because I'm on my 3rd pregnancy and I've never had these issues. And I just was not understanding what to do. Like, I would try to drink. Even drinking water wasn't enough, and that's weird enough. But, you know, when you're nauseated, you're not really able to eat, which is even worse because you trying to vomit and nothing is coming out. It's just weird. And I had to find a way to fix this. So I started doing my research, and of course I've asked my doctor. She's prescribed me something, but I'm just that type of woman that doesn't like to take a lot of medicine, so I don't really do too much besides my prenatal vitamins as far as intake on medicine. But I found that ginger tea was the best for me, and I would take it 2 times a day during my first trimester, and I would feel so much better. It was like the best thing that I could ever do, and I was able to eat again, and that vomiting feeling wasn't happening. It was just, I tell you, when you go through a pregnancy where you have so many different symptoms, you just like, ay. But yes, ginger tea is definitely the best, and that's a must-have. Even if you can either get it in the tea form or you can get the raw form. Either way, you boil it and drink it, and it makes you feel so much better. So if you didn't know, you heard it here first. And get you some ginger, whether tea form or raw form. It's going to make you feel so much better when you're nauseated. The next thing that is a must is a pregnancy belt. Now, this pregnancy belt was suggested by my doctor because I work standing up, and you know, with gravity pulling everything down, it tends to put a lot of pressure on my pelvis area. So I got me one of these, and I'm going to say it's not the best thing smoking, but it definitely helped with like my back and the pressure underneath my belly. So basically, it's kind of like those waist trainers where this part goes on your back, and then you wrap these 2 ends underneath your stomach, and it's supposed to pull everything up as you stand there for long periods of time and take that pressure away so that it doesn't become more painful, you know, as you go along. But It doesn't take away all the pain. I'm gonna say that much. It doesn't. I feel slightly better when I'm working with this, but not to the point where I'm like, oh, this is the best thing ever. Like, no. But it definitely is a must if you're a woman like me that stands a lot and you have to, you know, work on your feet, etc. It's definitely a good thing to have, because I definitely can tell the difference between not having this on and having it on. It's definitely worse without it, but it's not. I'm going to give it, like, if it was from a scale to 1 to 10, I would give this like a 7 or an 8. It definitely, which is good numbers. That's not bad numbers. But sometimes, you know, us, we like to have things that, you know, 10, have it on a 10. But I'll definitely give this a 7 or 8. But it's definitely something that is worth investing in if you're pregnant and you work on your feet. Or even if you don't even work. It just helps with, you know, keeping that pressure as your belly gets bigger, sitting on top of your pelvis, because that pain is no joke. But yes, a must, a pregnancy belt. Now the next important thing to have is a heating pad, because we all know us pregnant women cannot take any medicine of any shape or form, so we have to come up with our own little home remedies. And my mom actually got this for me for Christmas because I was complaining about my pain in my back and in my butt, because for some reason that's where my pain was living in my second trimester. So she got me this heating pad, and it definitely works. It's like a aromatherapy type of heating pad, so there's a lot of essentials in it. And to me, it smells like, when I heat it up, you heat it up for like 3 to 4 minutes, it smells like oatmeal and green tea mixed together. So I guess that's in there. Please don't quote me on that one. But any heating pad I know will do. And I just put this, I heat it up, I put it on my, like the top layer of my back that sits on top of my butt. And then I take these two little parts right here. So if you look at it this way, this part sits on my back, and these two parts right here sit on my butt. And it works. So I'll put this on my body at night, and sometimes I'll even forget it was there and I'll fall asleep with it on my body. It makes me feel slightly better. When I wake up in the morning, I don't really feel too much pain with the heating pad, so it's definitely a must for me in my pregnancy to have a heating pad, because it just helps soothe that pain that comes from you standing all day, or, you know, even sitting all day. Sometimes when I sit too long, I get all cramped up or whatever, but definitely a must. The next thing that is very important is this bralette. Now, I definitely recommend this, because for some reason those regular bras just don't do it for me. The underwire and then the clamps in the back, it hurts. And the fact that I'm growing here and a little bit here, I can feel the pressure of my bras getting tight. And I'm not that person. I'm a mommy on a budget. I'm not about to be buying a whole bunch of new bras that I know I'm probably not going to be able to fit 6-7 months from now, and I'll just feel like that was a waste. So I like to invest in things that I know I can probably use later on, and this is definitely one of them. This bralette is the best thing that I feel is a must as a pregnant woman we should have, because it's stretchy, it expands with our body, and it still has that support at the bottom that most of us need to, you know, some women are very busty and they need that support to hold them up, and it definitely has that. It sucks everything in as well as pull everything up, and then you don't have to deal with that underwire and those things in the back that attach the bra. To me, this is a must, and I recommend it, so get you some of these, girl. The next must-have for me is sweatpants, and I recommend sweatpants because it's the most affordable and the most comfortable thing you can have during your pregnancy. And these are my favorite because they have the tight ends, and of course at the top it has the spandex top where you can adjust it with the strings, and you can pull it tight or loose as your belly rolls. So I recommend this. These are my favorite. I have these in all different colors. wear these with almost anything. I could dress them up, dress them down, and they're just so much more comfortable to me. I know some women like leggings, but I'm not really, I don't feel too comfortable in leggings while I'm pregnant for some reason. But these sweatpants and these drawstring pants are just amazing. It's the most easiest and most affordable thing to get, and it's a must for me. So I would say this is a pregnancy must, ladies. Now, the next thing that I find very important during your pregnancy is lip balm. And while I'm talking, I need to put some on now. Because remember when I said the thirst was real? Yes, when the thirst is real, them lips get a little crusty too. And you cannot, honey, with all this glow going on, have crusty lips. No. So you definitely have to have on hand at all times, even in the summertime, some lip balm or something to put on them lips, because being pregnant, I swear, it changes everything. You either gonna get super dry, super moist. Ooh, that don't sound right. You gonna get super dry or you gonna get super oily. It just all depends on the pregnancy you're going through. But I can tell you from experience, even from my last 2 pregnancies, these lips got dry all the time. And especially when you're pregnant during the winter time, you have to make sure that you always have some lip balm on hand. So that is definitely a must. And while we're talking about moisturizing, I hope you saw my video about all the products that I use to make sure that my stomach is staying moisturized and preventing stretch marks and knots. I'm going to need you to click this right here. Go watch that. After you watch this video, of course, you got to finish up. But I'm going to need you to click that to watch how I avoid getting stretch marks and all the products I use to keep me moisturized. But the one product that I will say that you need all the time, because we can only moisturize while we're home, well, do our extended moisturizing while we're home, but while we're on the go, we can't just be digging in no tube and rubbing it on our belly. So cocoa butter sticks, this is a must. And you can get shea, whatever you prefer to put on your belly or whatever, but I definitely would recommend you getting a moisturizer that comes in a stick form, because it's so convenient and you can just push it up while you know, run to the bathroom real quick and just push it up, rub it on the belly, get a little more moisture, because them stomachs is going to itch, honey, and we cannot be scratching our stomachs. So it's definitely important to get you some easy, convenient moisturizing sticks, and take that stick, run to the bathroom or run somewhere. If you bowl like me, just pull your stomach up and start rubbing. But definitely the most convenient thing to have on the go while you're out and you might feel a little itchy or whatever. You just take it and just rub it on the belly and it'll soothe everything out. And then we ain't got to worry about scratching, because you just going to rub that oil in, because most of these sticks turn into oil once you rub it in. And just rub it in and it'll soothe that itch and you don't have to worry about scratching. And we ain't got to worry about getting no stretch marks, okay? But yes, this is a must. A push-up stick in any form you like. I get cocoa butter. But you could get shea, almond oil. You know, these things come in all types of forms. But this is a throwback, and this is the most convenient one to find. So if you ever get a chance, you can pick this up at any drugstore. It's only like $1 or $2, and you just rub it on your belly and go. But yes, definitely a must. And another must-have that you must have while you're pregnant is sneakers. Now, these are Huaraches. These are the most comfortable sneakers I've ever experienced in my life, but it doesn't have to be these. But you definitely want to have some type of sneaker, because I've learned that when you keep your feet kind of confined in a way, they kind of prevent your feet from growing in a sense. And I know if you ever had a child before and you've never worn sneakers or any tight closed shoes, you might notice that your feet grow like a size up. And I've noticed that too. Like you might go from a 7 to an 8. And once I started wearing sneakers a lot more, or even like my Uggs, which is more comfortable than these sneakers, but I noticed that my feet haven't swelled up, or they haven't even really grown, to be honest. So it's from experience, being pregnant in the summer and compared to the winter, definitely sneakers are a good investment to have during your pregnancy, because for one, it's comfortable, it supports your back and whatever, and it could actually keep your feet from growing. You know, we spend all this money on shoes, we don't have to throw them all away just to get a new, you know, variety of shoes, because we can't fit the shoes we had before we got pregnant. So a must have, sneakers or Uggs. I wear Uggs a lot. I'm not going to show you what they look like because they look crazy right now, but I've noticed they are much more comfortable and they still give me the same results. And my feet haven't grown, they haven't swelled up in any way, and I'm almost at the end of the ropes with my pregnancy. I'm literally 8 months right now, and my feet have not swelled up or anything. So must have sneakers or some Uggs. And last but not least, and the most favorite of them all, and the most must have of them all is, it's a big guy. But this thing, woo, is the body pillow. Woo, 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 woo. Yes, the body pillow. I love this thing. Oh my God. As you can see, it definitely covers my whole neck and it comes down to my knees. But this is a must. A must, must, must. I say that because ain't no sleep like pregnancy sleep. And if you go through what I go through every night, you gonna want this yesterday. This is the best thing to have while you're pregnant, especially in your second and third trimester, because as your stomach gets bigger, it's so hard to find a comfortable way to sleep, and this thing just helps make everything so much easier. I mean, before I got this body pillow, I couldn't get no sleep to save my life. And I would go to bed early because they always say it's best to get the maximum amount of sleep while you're pregnant, because you just gotta get sleep while you're pregnant. It's just very important. And a body pillow is definitely the way to go. It covers, this one is a U shape and it has a hole in the middle, and it covers my entire body. I can sleep on my left side, put one area between my legs, and my belly can rest on the pillow and I'll be comfortable. And I can do the same thing on my right side. I can also sleep on my back and I'll still be comfortable because it has like a head area for your head, and then the rest supports your body. You can also adjust the arms in a way, like say if you're in the bed, you can put them up like this, like so, both arms, and you can rest on the pillow and still be kind of slightly laying back, and it'll still be comfortable. Don't nobody tell you a body pillow is the best way to go, especially if you can't get no sleep, because just for some reason, just regular pillows alone just don't do it for some reason. But when you get one of these, life is just amazing. So yes. And it's so comfy. It's so comfy. But yes, it's definitely important to get a body pillow. It's a must and it's essential. If you don't get anything else, get this body pillow. And I tell you for sure, you'll be in heaven every night praying to the angels. Oh, I'm silly, I know. But yes, those are all of my must-haves that you must have while you're pregnant. It's very important to get all of those products because they help. You can get most of these things from your local stores or online shopping. Most of these things were like under $30. Even this body pillow, it didn't cost me no more than I think $24. So the must-haves are not even expensive. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please thumbs it up and leave me a comment. Let me know what kind of items you think is a must while you're pregnant. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in my next video.